Hello beautifuls, my name is EPICTREASURE, welcome to the channel. This video today we're going to dive deep into an incredibly detailed map of where all the weapon case locations are in Ark Raiders Dam Battlegrounds. I'm going to show you the player spawn locations, the hatch and the extraction points too, and the sort of near vicinity of farming these. So it's going to be quite wonderful, I think, and it's going to be sort of tailored to where you spawn in. So the first thing we want to do is bring up all of those weapon case spots, and it will show the photos of those for perfect alignment, basically. So you're not going to be sort of wandering around going, where the hell is it? Because some of them are quite shrouded. The first thing we're going to bring up is the weapon cases. There's quite a lot of them there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring up the player spawn spots. Watch this. I'll turn them on, turn them off, turn them on, turn them off. So that's why it makes it virtually impossible to do, hey, here's where to get your weapon cases from in Ark Raiders, because you're not going to be able to get them all. And we want to sort of have it streamlined as easy as possible for where you spawn in. And obviously making that many tutorials is virtually impossible for me to do. So what Metaforge has done, and very many other communities such as MapGenie, etc., is that players will experience the game, they'll take a screenshot of those items and they'll share that so you can know the exact angle. Saves everybody time. So there's some that need vetting. So if you see one of these and you're in that location, please comment below and then we can add it onto the Metaforge map. And if you can't find it, then holler and say, hey, I could not see this. This is bogus. But what we're going to do is we're going to start from the top section. I'm going to bring up, as I said, the extraction points and also the hatch extractions. So the hatch is if you've got a hatch key, if you're new to it. They should have this color coded. They don't, which is unfortunate. But all the player spawn points have got the line with the arrow going up. The extraction points have got two lines with the arrow going down. And then we have a hatch extraction, which has got a semicircle and an arrow going down. So keep that in mind. Look where you spawn. As soon as you spawn in, bring up your map. See where that coincides with this weapon case run. Obviously, you want to come into this match with a safety pocket. So you don't want to come with a free loadout, because the things you're going to find in here, you're going to want to take home, at least one anyway. So if you get destroyed, at least you've got something. We're going to start with the top section of the map here. And I'm just going to scroll in. Yeah, so here's a potential spawn spot here and also here. So these ones, these three, I would be doing the farming sort of run there and then getting out with the extraction. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be extracting over here to the North Complex elevator. That's what I would be doing, or taking the hatch. The first one that we have is the weapon case here. Thank you to who added this one in. Reese's Zero, thank you for this one. Beautiful shot too. Reese's Zero says, at the end of the bridge, there's a little ledge. You're going to drop down onto it carefully, then hold the space to grab on. This spot's got a random weapon spawn, so check it out. Every run, you might get lucky. And obviously you get blueprints, etc. too. And let's move on to the next one. The next one we have is from Danny H TV, that has been edited a couple of times, where we see this beautiful clear shot of the weapon case there. They're very hard to miss unless they're in this similar sort of color grass or rusty area. They're a dark sort of khaki green color. They're quite large and rectangular, and they're quite thin though. So this one's just before the outside of that building. The next one we have is in question. So if you have seen another one right next to that, please comment below. This was added by Typical Gens. And sometimes people don't pay attention to other people's additions, and it doubles up. So I don't give much credence to ones that don't have photos. The next one we have is one where you need a power rod, apparently. Thank you for doggalism for this one. As we can see, Cara Bass White said it's in the locked room. You need a power rod to unlock it. So at least you know that there's a weapon case in there too, especially, you know, in damn Battlegrounds, it's, you know, it's a starting map. Moving down to this section here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. We're in the power control section. Click on this one. We can see that it's on top of the concrete here. It is by sharing Ganog. Easy to see spot. The next one we have here is an amazing spot because it's exactly where there's a player spawn location there. So it's literally just hiding behind the pipes. It's going to be a nice little Easter egg hunt for everybody to just jump in and go, oh, okay, let's see where I spawn in and let's go grab this weapon case, because sometimes you obviously never think of going to these spots. The next one we have is on a metal bridge here from Ready Cat. It's a long day. And that one is very obvious. It's sitting right there. So if you do spawn in here, you're going to go bang, bang, bang. You're going to grab those 3. And then you might want to, if you get some goodies, you might want to extract very, very soon. Remember to pay attention to your extraction points on the map. And so, yeah, as soon as you load into the map, check this, press pause on the video and go, okay, I'm going to jump to this part, zoom in. That's what you're going to do. The next part we're going to do, I'm just going to go down, move down a little bit more. And we have floodgates here underneath the broken road. There's a very sneaky one there. And then we have one over here in the bunker room. That's by Epitome and last edited by DV94. And as we can see, it's quite in the dark. It's a very nice little Easter egg hunt. I'm going to have fun doing this. But obviously, you know, as I said before, doing it manually and doing tutorials in every single one of them is a death trap. Here we have one by Kadisrai, and that one is laying right on the edge along that wall there perfectly. Remember to have a look at the location. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. So we have floodgates. We have a little bit down that way, quite close to the entrance to it. Between floodgates and spillway gates at the dam. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And we're just going to move down to these locations and zoom in. Then we're going to move to the left. This one here, we have no picture. Can't find this one. Question mark over that one. If you do find that one, holler and let me know in the comments below. This one, we have it clearly. It's beautifully got a little red rectangle on it. What a legend. From Popcorn Gunner. That's where that one is. So we've got red lockers there, and it's right across from that. The next one we have is, and this is a player spawn spot, so you're going to be having the time of your life grabbing all these if you get in early enough. This one here does not have a picture. I personally can't find the one if it spawns at all. So this, again, holler if you find that one. We have a cluster over this section here. I'm going to just move the map up. Let's start with this one here. We have the red lockers. It is sneakily hiding under the table there. Thank you so much to, again, Danny HTV for this one. We have this one here hiding under that shelving next to the blue tarp and red crate, again, by the same person. And then we have another one here sneakily hiding underneath that little counter. What a legend. 3 of those in the control tower cache. 2 to 4 spots, 1 to 4 spots. So nice spawn. We have this one here right at the very end, as you can see. Look at the mural on the left-hand side, the green, white, and red. See it up in the back corner. Located on the first floor of the control building, next to the office spaces and hidden behind a couch. The next one that we have is down here. This one is in question. Again, ISIC has not put a photo in, so we've got a question about that one. This one we have here. We have a great photo. Thank you so much to Viator for this one. And we can see this again leaning against another mural on the wall. And a lot of greenery, etc. below. like a first floor. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Just on the outside here, we see another weapons case here, right next to the pipes that run over this. From Ergonom. Zooming out. Moving down, 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 down to the lower gallery. Here, with that sneaky one. I wonder if you found this one. That is from Apple's LOL. And I'm just going to zoom out a little bit more. I'm going to move over to the right actually this time. Because we have player spawns over here and we have one weapon case that's here that is on the truck, on the back of the tray of the truck. From Artoria's dub. Good job finding that one. The next one that we have, I'm going to zoom around. This is a lot of player spawn points here. Just going to zoom in. We have this one sneakily from Sean on the shelving of the shelves. That's exactly a really good shot of the weapon case too. And then we have another one there. Clear as day in that building. So we're going to zoom out a little bit again. We're going to move clockwise over here. Another player spawn spot there. Weapon cases here hidden between the bushes. Beautiful job, Abu Xbox. Lovely picture for that one. Moving around to the left hand side, another player spawn spot. We have a really nice one that's on a diagonal next to an air conditioning unit, I think it is, from Hazy X9. So obviously if you spawn in here, you just want to do a quick run around these locations and then get out through the extraction. The next one we have is going towards the water towers. Let's click on this one, it's at the top. And then we have this one over here, which is in question. This person says it's on top of the tower where the marker is. I'd recommend using a zip line to get up to it. So I think, yeah, when you go to runs like this, it's always handy to have a zip line, especially to get out. So we have a hatch here. We have another player spawn spot there. So we're moving up to the South Swamp outpost. We see another weapon case there, which I've personally found myself. That's exactly what it looks like. It's sitting on a couch. And then we're just going to go up here. We have this spot right here. Look at this sneaky one on the very edge of the pipes, on top of the pipeline. Remember, there's an extraction point here. So you'll know exactly where that is. You just have to look up and see. The next one we have is over here. A very terrible photo. A very dark room. It looks like it's on a first floor there. I'm not sure. Somebody needs to update that photo. If I get in there and find it, I'm going to update these photos myself. Just because that's wild. But better than nothing. Zooming up. Now we're in the forest area. We have an extraction point here. So there's a great farming spot here. There's a lot of arcs that will destroy your life around here. I'm not joking. So you need to be very careful with this section here. This one over here is found outside the primary facility water treatment. Thank you to Burton Twitch TV for that one. We have this one here which sticks out like dog's balls. Screenshot could have been better. I don't think so. I think it's amazing. Slightly exposed spot. It's very obvious. You're not going to miss that one. So what a legend they are. So thank you for Satan's Humble Garden Gnome. Good job. This one here is a sneaky one top of a car that is at the end. And that one's from Nuka. And then we're just going to move up a little bit here. And we have Soup Fork 99. Now these are ones that are going to be quite hidden because they match the rusty kind of mode of these, what are they called? Those dome buildings. This is where they are. So there's that one near the pool. And then we see this one right at the end. Easy to miss. From Daniel H TV. Then we have this one over here, which has no confirmation, so I'm questioning that. This one though, we have it leaning right against that little step there with a little ramp going up. From Isaac has put that one there with actually a picture with this one. And then we have, let me zoom in a little bit more, another one from I6. So let's count how many there are here though. There's another one here on the ledge, on the wooden ledge there from Greasy Midget. Zooming out, I think we might have all of them, do we? This one has not been found, so we're going to ignore it. But that is all of the locations for the weapon cases in Damn Battleground. So again, if you find another one on your travels, I would love, let me just move it over. I would love if you could chime in below, leave a comment, say exactly where it is, say the location. Even send me a screenshot in the Discord channel. There's a link in the description below. There's a whole Arc Raiders thing channel in there just for you to join in to community games, and a lot of resources to be shared there, including skill tree builders, for example, interactable skill trees, etc. So thank you again to Metaforge community for this map. Again, not everybody has a PC. You can just open up a thing on another screen. Sometimes you can open just a video up on a phone and then pause it, zoom it in, and it's in your history too. So I hope you found this helpful. I love and leave you. Have an amazing day or night, and I'll see you soon in Arc Raiders and every other game probably that is very similar to this, and others too. Until next time, have an amazing day or night.